So that was quite a problem. And actually the reason that MacArthur relieved was she was deaf and got hurt. And she was hanging on his coattail wherever he could go. And anywhere else coattail.
Well, he was loving her too.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was helping along. How do you think she's got to be a captain? He made her a captain. General MacArthur didn't.
Yep.
Wow. So, anyway, I was just trying to tie her in, as far as I could tell you.
Yeah.
In a more or less a straight line. Rather than drop her here and pick her up down here, then you were saying, what were you, back in New Guinea or back and forth? So, then I went to Leavenworth from there.
Well, before you go to Leavenworth, you still got to go back to New Guinea, because you went up to Port Moresby and
On the ship.
Well,
I didn't go to Moresby when we were around it.
you went to
We
Ley.
ducked around it, came around this way,
Yeah, but weren't you stationed in?
in Ley.
Okay, we've got a bunch of movies.
See,
Home move. We got home.
Show Ley. In fact, flying over the airfield, at the end of the airfield is a big Japanese ship that sunk right at the end of it, and got a bow sticks up. That water is 80 feet deep right over the end, and the ship sticks up 45 feet. Right at the end of the runway, they dive and go right over it like this.
I think there's a picture of it in that album.
Yeah, well, we have a bunch of movies that you brought back that.
Swamping, part of them we were.
You remember that there's a sign that I remember that was the welcome to.
I had to paint it.
Okay.
I had to paint it. And I was the area commander. Anybody landed in that area for the time being, I was the area commander. And the boss took instructions from me. Where to go, what the regulations were, and everything else. And I even had to inspect a lot of units. I could tell you a story about inspecting one. MacArthur broke up a Negro division. They shipped the Negro division over there. And the first time they got an attack, the dropped the rifles and run and ran. And MacArthur says there's no more Negro division here. So we'll make transportation companies out of them to unload ships. He did. And he busted all up. Now, one of these companies, they drive trucks and haul stuff from the docks and dump it where they're supposed to go and so forth. I'm inspecting the Negro unit, not very far from port, actually, as far as the port's concerned. Maybe a mile, and first thing I saw, the floor in the building had been leaked down, and they're dumping slop, garbage, out the floor through that hole. Can you imagine what it smelled like with flies over around dumping garbage out on the ground down here, and nobody did anything about it? That was the first thing. I went down a little further down there, and I found about 3 or 4 barrels of mash. Now, you can't have mash unless you have either some fruit juice, grain, or something. You can't just do it out of water. So it didn't take me long to find out that they had cans, gallon cans of peaches. They were dumped in the barrel, along with anything else. You got prunes, anything they could get a hold of. Now, they were stealing this from the dock and hauled it over here. So when I found this, I got the company commander. He wasn't there initially, but he got there very soon. I brought him down there. And I said, you're supposed to be company commander and you allow this? Did you know they got a still down here? No, sir. I said, do you ever get her out around your tent? Do you ever get anywhere besides your tent? I think I'm going to take you down and show it to you. Show them the barrels of mash. I turned them over, pour them out on the ground. Peaches and plums, just every damn thing you could find was thrown in to make mash. I showed them at the mess hall where it had been poured out down there. And I said, the first thing on the docket, you are fired from the company commander. You are through, and I'm going to have you report to the general first time I get a chance. It won't be very long. It'll be today. And who's your next senior officer? Lieutenant so-and-so. I said, get him over here. I said, Lieutenant, you're now the commanding officer of this company. I want to show you what I've been showing the captain, what's going on here, and I'm sure you had to know this, but you apparently didn't do anything about it either. And the first thing I'm gonna do is take that sergeant and mess hall out there with his mess hall crew before they serve another meal. They're gonna go outside with shovels, spades, they're gonna dig all this mess up out there, and they're gonna haul it and dig in the hole and bury it. Before they serve another meal, they're gonna get that, they're gonna nail up the bottom down here, and that place put back in order before you do anything else. And I told that mess sergeant out there, whoever he is, he only busted one grade immediately. Whether he stays on the job or not, it's up to you. So I can make a report on what I've done. I was up the stairs. So I said, I'll be back in 1 week. If I find the same thing again, there's going to be more serious trouble. Now, at that time, the colonel, full colonel, was the guy that I was kind of reported to anyway. And he was kind of senior colonel. I told him what I did. He said, you didn't hang them in there, did you? I said, no, I didn't. It's pretty close. And so he said, all right, give him a week, haul it up, see what happens. Give me the information on commanding officer who busted and so forth, and everybody, so I know what went on. So, meantime, I've got a bunch of medical troops coming in. Whole goddamn battalion of medical troops. So I had to get them put somewhere. And so I put them in an area, supposedly convenient everything. And about 2 days later, go down there, and one of the medical officers, I'm talking about a doctor, he's sitting there with some tubes stuffed around a pipe, and I looked at him and tell him what's going on. I said, what are you doing? He said, got a still. I said, you a doctor, and you even got a still to make whiskey? Yeah, what's wrong? I said, before you get put in jail, you can get rid of that thing right away, and if you ain't got enough sense to know it, you shouldn't have a still, and you're an officer. We better start somewhere else. And so I want you to report to Captain Colonel so-and-so up there and tell him, and I told you to come up there and tell him why I sent you there. So, meantime, I wanted to see that was torn up. I left my sergeant here, and I said, Sergeant, I want you to see that this is taken care of before you come back. Now, they heard me tell the sergeant, so there's no problem here. And while this is going on, the other is going on, and I was that morning, one morning, I hear a lot of firing. God, everybody heard all the shooting going on over there, wonder what it was. And I got in a Jeep and went over there where it was. One sergeant, and apparently another sergeant, I don't know, one of them was sergeant, first sergeant, and another had been squabbling about something, and so this one sergeant came in and worked, took his M1 rifle, he ran all around the round over here, came through all down here, and took his rifle, and bing. He shot the sergeant, took a knife and cut his heart out. Wing, wing, wing. Grabbed his heart, cut it off, said, I told so much I'd get him. Okay? Now, who was the color, the nigger that got hung in Lay when I was up in Lay? This is the one. They built the scaffold, they hired an Australian.
Now, wait a minute. I don't know what you're talking about.
All this took place in Lay.
Yeah.
Now, the sergeant, the nigger that cut that guy's heart out, held it up.
Yeah.
They cornered him, put him in jail. They tried him, court-martialed him, sent him to be hanged. They sent a hangman, an Australian hangman up from Melbourne to do the job. They built the scaffold in Nadzab. Nadzab is about 22 miles from Lay.
Okay.
And the day that they hung him, you couldn't see a nigger in miles. They brought him up there and they hung him right there, right in broad view. And nobody around but a few white people. The niggers that were in units, black units, well, they were disappeared, gone. Not that they're all, but they weren't around. What's this?
No.
If you think I didn't put the fear of God in some of the niggers, no. That was the second one. There's another nigger that did a similar thing down in Fort Mosby. And I don't know what the fine did to him, but they caught him and probably hung him too, I don't know. But anyway, that's the only hanging I know of that took place in Ned's. And he said they paid the Australian hangman $1,000 to go up there and hang him. So anyway, now back to Leh. From Leh, we began to start getting troops to move, shipped up, to be moved out and so forth. Among them was a bunch of Australians. And the Australians were stealing American Jeeps.
Okay.
And what we did, we finally put some MPs down on the ship, and every Jeep that was to be loaded were inspected for numbers. Where they had taken, scraped the numbers off, if there was any question about it, pulled the Jeep one side. We started finding all the Jeeps, maybe over 100 Jeeps, the Australians stole from us. Sounds funny. They take Jeeps and scrape the numbers, paint them, Australian colors, and even Australian colors. And if you didn't know the numbers off, you'd never know it was a stolen Jeep. That's why Australia carried Jeeps with them. So we broke that up. Then, when we were moving, going to move our headquarters from Lady, where we first went in. We were going to move 3 or 4 miles up the line, and we thought it all cleared. So the sergeant and I went up the line looking for a place to move to. And on the right side over here, all rice fields, and then it comes a hilly. You know, those hills are not real high, but they're 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 feet. A ridge, like one here. As we are going up the road, we look over the right over there, and the dive bombers are trying to dive bomb the Japs that are holed up in the hills. Plane go, and then pull out, and it's pulled out, we shoot back at him. And we was plane after plane, hitting those things. And instead of going on in and look what we're doing, we got into the fight down there, and it took a little longer to get through. Because all the Japs had not gone, but they were, they're not in sight from here, okay? We went up to the area where we picked the site to move, in the sergeant there, and we're not very far apart. And I'm looking at the area where we're going to go in. All of a sudden, you hear ping. The sergeant gets hit. He's dead. A Jap in a tree shot him out from the tree. And I got behind the tree. I didn't know exactly where it came from, but I got in the tree, pulled the sergeant around there, and saw him dead. 3 Filipinos come running out of the bush. I get it, guy, get it. They're guerrillas. And they are going bing, 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 back and forth, run through the trees. Look for that. Exactly, they shot him. He fell out and he was tied to the rope. His hand was tied to the tree. He fell down, linked the tree. He's hanging, swinging.
Well, they had him tied to the tree?
The Japs tied him.
Yeah.
Not Americans. Japs put him up a tree and they tied him to be sure to stay there. And that was the only one case like that. There's a lot of them like that got shot out of trees. And many of the trees where a real fight came in place, you just see a stub on top of the trees not there anymore. It's just a tree about this big around and bing, shot off. And then it fell over.
Yeah.
And but they left some Japs scattered here, there, yonder, to harass and so forth, and that's what the two were. And I think that's the nearest time that I was getting to get hit, you know.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty close.
yeah, that was close enough. But on the road was the tracks they have, the tracks that people ride in and the pedal across water by the wheels, M6s I think they call them.
Yeah.
And bring troops on in the water across. And they used them after they got to go to the water. In many cases they had machine guns on them, same thing else.
Armored personnel carrier.
Yeah. On our way up there, we passed one, and I guess you could count 50 dead Japanese. Either in the water, on the road, and they're scattered all around that thing. And the 2 guys that were in it died, and there could have been another, I didn't see, but the 2, they were dead, the Americans. They're on the road, off the road, hadn't had time yet to clear the deck, clear the thing off the road. The road's just a one-way road. It's not a two-way road. And but they apparently got caught in amongst a bunch of Japanese. But they killed a slew of them with a machine gun before they got out of there. But they got it.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to count it, stopped and counted, but I wasn't about to start counting bodies.
Yeah.
And we had a little job of our own to do, and that was right up the road. That's not a...
It's no fun at all. What about the prisoners of war? The Americans that were captured.
Ours?
The Americans that were captured.
Well, Ike Parker was put in war for 3 years. He and I were on the boat going over
Yeah,
together.
you told us about it.
Yeah. And I'm a lieutenant colonel, and when Ike was released, he was still a captain.
Yeah, but how was Ike? What was he
Ike's
treated
Parker.
well? Was he treated well?
I really don't know.
Okay.
He survived through it, let's put it that way. All people didn't. I was not in Ike's place simply because that I had enough nerve to tell that colonel that I didn't like his operation. He asked how I liked being out there. I said, I don't like it. I thought it stinks and so and so. I told him the truth. And he didn't want me because of that. And so the other colonel said, I told him what I told him is what my experience had been. Ike ended up signing that up there.
Yeah.
So
Okay, now, I remember when seeing some movies.
I'll tell you when this started. You have some of the movies that I took and some pictures I took. When we were in Lae, New Guinea, and we were working our way towards Hollandia.
Okay.
Hollandia's further up. And what we did, the Air Force had a crash boat. It's a PT boat without torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
And primarily they got it for pilots that crashed in the water. But the base had it for whatever use they want to use it for. So I asked them if they were interested in going up to some of the villages up the line and swap some. See, we all ate the same mess. This is an advantage because Air Force, I remember, at that time anybody could eat there, you know. We were taking a case or two of woolly beef, K rations, whatever was available. Put them in the boat, and we get in the boat. It's about a 35-foot crash boat. And it went pretty fast. And we'd go up north. And we found one place where we were close to a bunch of villages. And there was a little cove, rounded off, just looked like it was about as round as a marble. But we couldn't take the crash boat all the way. We could only get in for about maybe 100 yards out. We had to anchor the boat, swim. We had no other boat. Most of the time we didn't have another boat. Sometimes we carried a little short one drug one behind us. First time we went up there, we swam in. No gun, nothing. You can't very well swim in water with a pistol hanging around you and ruin the pistol and so forth. So we just took our clothes off and down to our shorts and swam in. And got in there, the village chief. Now you don't know what village chief is in Shane, but you can tell as a chief because she's got a peculiar hat and he smokes a cigar or something that identifies him. And then you ask him, "You're a big chief." "A big chief." Now they have a broken thing. You really don't know what it's saying because he doesn't speak a word of English. So I have to bring out some woolly beef.
What is woolly beef?
Well, it's food that you eat, that you mix with other stuff. It comes in cans, and it can be called many names, but when I say woolly beef, it's some kind of a canned food that we had to eat. K rations or what it might be. Not generally wasn't K rations. That's a more expensive deal. It's something less than that. It's canned stuff. And we'll show him. First thing you know, we'll give him about 5 cans. So he understands we want to swap some food back. So he does a few signals. First thing you know, here comes a string of natives
Here's some ladies, I don't know if this is a group or not.
with their hand over their head, hair over their head, and have their kids and everything in behind them. And let's see what it is. Oh, these are Aborigines. Now, this is not the same one. This is in Australia.
Okay.
Okay.
This is in Australia.
Well, let's not,
Don't
talk about-
confuse that.
Right.
Let's go back to the,
Right. Well, anyway, in each village, there's one man is a boss man for about 6 or 7 villages. So after he gives his few signals down there, well, another boss man shows up down there, lower down than he is, and he's got a bunch of women bring pineapple and papayas and beans and whatever they got to swap. So I take everything they offer. It looks expensive value. We got some stuff that's no good, but then take. You don't want it, you shove it back. And you get a few pineapple, not many. Lots of papayas, no tomatoes, but they have a bean over there, it's about this long. One bean will, about 8 or 10 beans in that one pot, and it'll fill a cup of coffee, fill a whole cup, just beans at one stalk. I tried to get those, but I didn't find them at one place. And I got a few. It's like hunting ice cream in the dark, you know,
Yeah.
it's something you find. Most of the stuff we got papayas. So we would take papayas till we've got a load, what I felt for the boat, and then we after the first time, we started bringing a skiff with us. A skiff is from here to the end of the wall. We'd load the skiff up to the gunwales almost, and everybody gets behind it, the natives and all help, and they shove it out and tie it on the other boat. And that's where we go home. We go home with it. And when we take the boat, we're flying. That skiff is right up here on top of the water because the boat coming on the boat, and we're down high, beautiful. And you wonder why it don't turn over? It did once. We only lost it one time. But here we are going about 30, 35 miles an hour, and that thing's right above our head, way back here on the back of the boat. Rope was like this, just from the pressure running here. And anyway, we got back all but one time without spilling. That time it was all over the ocean. We had papayas all over the ocean. We were shooting papayas and sharks and God knows what else out there. And we had a lot of fun out of it. But also, anyway, we'd take those things back to mess hall, turn them into them to fix them whatever we can, eat them. And it was a lot of fun too because it's a recreation for the people that got to go.
Yeah.
And I was the boss man that told them who was going to go. And I took each time.
You always went, of course.
I went. I don't think I missed many times because I would designate certain units, send 2, send 1, send 3, or this, that, and the other. You're going to carry so many, and regardless of who you were or what you were, you had a ball. I mean, it's hotter than hell. Speed goes fast. That's where you got some air to cool down a little bit. And watch that boat in the rear, trading for the papayas, and there all the men sleep in one building, the women sleep in another building. They don't sleep together. Nothing but men in this one, nothing but women in this one. Now they've got kids somehow, they got plenty of them, but the women wear nothing. No brassiere, nothing. None of them wear brassiere. Don't know what a brassiere is. And the men wear a little cover cloth here, and we were building an officers' club. When we first went into, we were at Ley, and it's out, I want to say, quarter of a mile from our base. We got some natives to build us a building. We finally wanted to build it, shoot craps. I was just one of a number that wanted to do it. So we finally got some natives to go out there and build a house. But in building the house, a big rat, must have been that long, tail's about that long, started running, jumping through the woods, and a native took off with his machete, chasing him, running like I would chase that rat, and finally jumped and dived and caught him. He lifted him up, ripped his belly open. He ate him right down like that, and all he pulled out, finally got the tail, pulled the tail out, and the head, the bones out there, and the rest of it he ate. Is they gonna make you sick? I've seen more than one woman nursing a pig. The kid on this side, pig on the other side. Nursing.
Pig?
Oh, yeah. pigs are very valuable there, because if you don't have a wife and you want to get a bride, you better manage to get yourself a good shoat somewhere to swap him.
A good what? A good pig?
Shoat, pig.
Shoat.
Now,
Okay.
shoat is a yearling or something.
Okay.
And so they would swap pigs, anything, any kind of animal, 2 pigs, 3 pigs, or a goat, or anything they get. They would pay, that's payoff to the old man, so he can have his daughter. So they bought a wife with a pig.
Okay.
That's about the way it amounts to. But when you see one down the street, it don't bother them. They don't think anything about it. But to you, it's unbelievable. When you see one eating that rat,
You know, you showed us some movie. I remember seeing some black and white movies of native dances.
I saw a big dance and took a lot of pictures somewhere. And on a certain day, and I don't know what days they are, they paint themselves white all over and black here and black there, and they have a big dance. And
Was this out of Lay?
They got this stuff, just bouncing, they go in groups and so forth. And so, I took a lot of pictures of that. And I don't know where they are, whether Robert's got them or where they are. I had a lot of them.
I remember seeing them somewhere along
In
the
fact,
way.
in 1 or 2 of them, I got in there and danced with them just a minute. The fellow got to take my picture, just, fun of it. You only got to just take a step or 2. But, I don't know what day it was. What kind of celebration.
Was this out of Lay?
Yeah.
This was all from
Yeah,
there.
this is out of Lay.
Let's just look through this whole book, because this is this black book, and this is all the pictures because we were looking here trying to figure out. See now,
This is where we were going to, this is in, we went swimming, that was Brisbane, or was it, I guess it could have been Brisbane, I don't know, Melbourne, one of those. We went swimming in a pool there.
that looks like a beach. Is that Lady or Lay?
No, this is, I would say that's probably, I don't know where the hell this is made.
Japanese flag.
Yeah, this is going swimming on a beach somewhere. That could have been, what was that town we saw a while ago?
Brisbane?
No, away from Brisbane.
Perth, or you mean Southtown? Or here, let's just keep looking. We'll see. I don't know what we're looking at.
That's
Southport.
Southport. I think that's probably where it is. I went to Southport one time. That's probably where it is. Let's see, this is Jubilee,
This is more Southport.
Southport, Q. Anyway. These are probably shots around Brisbane, probably. Bowen, I don't never heard of
Now
it.
here's this, is this the boat coming
That's
out?
it's coming out of Java. I know that one, I know this one. You see it from the middle. I bet you can look down the middle. We were sitting down in the middle of this thing, right along, wish I had a pair of spyglasses with it. I might, that could be me right there. See, that could be me right there. But we were sitting right down in this middle
Are you
area.
taking that picture or?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I took another could do it. See, that could be, we were there on other leather jackets were stolen. We found some Air Force leather jackets on the ship in the box, we opened them up, and everybody got a leather jacket until we run out. These are, see, there's a Britisher, or Australian, one or the other. Most of the pictures I took. So,
No, but this, did you have a black and white camera? Is this,
yeah, some kind. Keystone, probably. Some sort.
Okay.
I'm sure that both of those are made there, and whether I'm in the picture or not, I have no idea. This could be,
That looks like New Guinea.
well, this is made up in Ley. These could be guys that were diving fishing.
Okay.
And I don't know whether the boats are there.
And the Celebes Sea.
So these seas,
Is that your handwriting? Whose handwriting is that?
I don't know. Whitney's crew, free, one sure. They're showing some broken English. I don't know. I don't know what picture come from.
These are all 20.
Probably on some trip somewhere. See, Celebes is not too far.
No,
So Castle Hill, there's a bridge.
that's Australia.
Yeah, this is probably the park with the zoo, where the little bears are and so forth. Warmore Strand Park, that's in Townsville.
Mm-hmm.
Townsville went through.
That looks like Hawaii. Yeah, this is Waikiki.
Yeah, that's in Hawaii. There's the
Yeah.
Diamond Head.
Surf riding in
Oh.
Waikiki.
That could have been taken somewhere along the way.
This
Yeah, that's Hawaii.
that's Honolulu.
Yeah.
Old Kamehameha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These are postcards.
These are postcards.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still buy the same one over there. Yeah.
Let's turn it over. Let's look
See
at
what that
that.
in the bottom.
That's just postcard.
That's Townsville.
Mm-hmm.
Townsville's about the last fair-sized town, country town on the way up.
Now here's Carol Lombard. Okay.
Yeah.
Now why don't you tell me about Carol Lombard and
Well, she was there with several others. I'm trying to think. He was the commanding officer at, where were they moved in? I'm sure. I know it's in
New Guinea?
New Guinea, yeah. This is probably made in New Guinea. Could be the same situation. Everybody they kind of dressed up in a special car. You can get a car like that, somebody's around. So if you might see one of them around here somewhere.
What did she do?
Oh, they performed on the stage, sang, danced, and cut up a little bit. That's her right here,
Mm-hmm.
with somebody. And that's probably the same right there. Jack Benny.
So this is Lay.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, maybe he may have been that with the girls. Let me see if I can figure
Right.
out.
That is Jack Benny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Lay, sort of different from Dorothy Lamore's pictures.
Yeah, I didn't write that though.
No, that's not a picture.
Anyway, there. I'm in uniform here. These are two people I apparently met somewhere. I know who they are. And that's this could have been made in Sydney.
Well,
First time I hit Sydney, I was in a flying boat. Went down there. It was a nice ride. Hit the waves and
okay.
oh, they held pretty good. They put me in a nice hotel. You see, this is Rose Bay. That's Sydney. So that's probably Sydney.
Okay.
That's right. This is probably Sydney Beach.
Yeah.
Sydney Harbor.
Okay.
And that's probably Sydney. These are cards. Flora, Puma, birds, animals, trees, Australia.
Oh, this is all I know what all
That's
this
how
is.
big you were. I'm trying to figure when one picture was made before we left. Did we have a little dog?
Oh, no, that's after you were gone.
Oh, yeah?
That's Lucky.
Was that Lucky?
Yep. That was the black cocker.
See, while I was in Ley, we built a little, we call it a lofted club. It was a shack, over the top and down. We
Yep.
shot craps up there. in memory, we were shooting pounds, we weren't shooting dollars. Either 1 5-pound note
Mhm.
and so forth. And I was winning, I was sending home, besides my allotment, about $300 every month from winning shooting dice.
Mhm.
And I know for about a year I sent equivalent $600 a month home. And Lucille told me somewhere that she was having to pay her mother for dresses and this, that, and the other, which I had been told she didn't pay for them. But I found out later, somewhere on the deal, told Lucille somewhere, that Lucille was paying for dresses and dishes and some of the house revamping and so forth. And I never questioned, never said anything about the money. But I'll know for sure that for one solid year, I sent average $600 a month home.
Do you remember what your monthly pay was then?
400 and, I don't know, but I send,
Yeah, but no, I'm just curious, because it was about $400 a month.
I'm gonna say 450 $450 a month probably.
Okay. And you were then a captain,
Yeah.
okay, and that included an overseas allotment
10%. 10%
for being overseas.
Because I wired it home.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I didn't send a electric check or letter. I wired 300. I had to pay them cash barely to get the money order.
Mm.
And so.
Well, you had a regular allotment that went home, went straight home.
Straight home. Right, $300 a month. I think it's $300 a month that I had allotted. And I figured it left me $150 all I figured I needed. And so I was sending an extra $300 a month. I was trying to make as much as I could. And I figured that I never was losing, never lose. The only time I'd ever lose shooting dice, it was a Colonel Air Force there. Every night, every time we go and shoot down there, and he's losing, he turned me in to borrow 100 pounds. That's $300. I let him borrow it, but every time I loaned it to him, I started losing, so I quit. I told him, I said, don't borrow any more from me, because every time you borrow, I lose. And I quit loaning him. And after that happened about 2 or 3 times, he'd borrow. He'd pay me back every the next day. But I was loaning him money that I was ahead. So, I didn't loan him anymore. I quit. If you had to borrow money from me, I quit. You had to borrow from somebody else. So, I'm trying to think just how long I think it's maybe a little over a year, but I don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I never did know what one of the money, what you did with it or nothing.
Well, I don't either.
And I had thought that somewhere in the mail she had said that she had kept Lucille.
Mm-hmm.
And Lucille never admitted it anywhere, not knowing about it.
Oh, I think she did, Natalie, or...
She gave, Nanny gave the little house to Lucille. That was Lucille.
Yeah.
But she never gave it to her. She said it's yours.
Yeah.
So, you'd have got it either way.
Oh,
If it
yeah.
had a.
Let me ask you one thing. Tell me about the diamond ring.
I bought that in Dallas.
Okay.
And when I came back, I think I bought it when I came back from overseas.
Yeah, I think you
I went
did.
to Dallas purposely to get it. And I think I paid $1,100 or $1,200 for it then.
Okay.
And I think it's was it 1.2 or 2.4 or something carat? It's worth a lot more money today than it was then.
That's Stevie's ring.
I know it.
Yeah.
And but I gave it to you instead of giving it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, it was your mother's ring. And you were entitled to it.
Yeah.
So I never anymore.
Yeah. just wondered where that came from.
I bought it cash.
Yeah,
Bought it in Dallas. Big jewelry store.
okay.
I think Lucille lived there, probably. Was she? I don't know. I think she probably was. So I think I went over Dallas purposely. I just wanted to get a ring.
Okay.
And you know, the reason I did it because one, I gave her one got married with a little bitty thing, paid $100 for it. And I wanted to get a better one. That's why I got it for her. Took me that long to buy it.
That's a habit that men do, isn't it?
Huh?
Something men do.
Yeah. That's right. It's something Fort Bragg.
No, that's from Bonham.
That ain't there, but this Fort Bragg here, I think. Or, see, this is probably on the way up there.
Or Fort, you don't mean Fort Bragg, you mean,
Fort Bragg, yeah, we played bridge.
Fort
or something
Leavenworth.
there. No, I think it's Fort Bragg. I think this is Fort Bragg. I think it is. This is probably on the way up there. And that, I don't know what that is. It's what's on this side. Oh, I don't know what that is.
some picture.
And that's me sitting somewhere. That's my cat. And that's me with the dog. This is at,
Here's a ranch. Is that
well, that's Papa and Mama. That's Papa and Mama, that's Gilbert and Louise, and that's me and Papa. Sure is. And this is, could be, it could be Carl or who. It could, maybe it's not, maybe it's another one. Let me look.
Let's see.
That's me. And, that's, looks like little Gilbert. I think there's
Carly and Gilbert?
Carl and Gilbert, I think that's who it is. I think this is me. And, that's me and Papa. Where did we take that? We took that on the way to Colorado or something, maybe.
Well, now, when did you have that? No, you know when that is? That's in 41. When we're, remember the Buick?
Yeah, on the
Remember
way
the
out
car?
there?
That's on the way out.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
bet you that's,
Yeah, Black Buick. Probably made in 41, yeah. I was a captain. You can't see here real.
I can't even,
They look nice, didn't they?
or after the war.
Yeah, this is made at Carl's Farm, I think, probably.
On the ranch.
Yeah, that's probably made.
And Granddaddy. There I am.
Yeah.
That's me.
This is someplace we stopped on the road.
See, that's gotta be in 41. Cause see, I'm telling by the age of me.
We probably drove around somewhere around Roswell somewhere, maybe. From Mob Hill.
There, Ruidosa. Your lot in Ruidosa.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember that damn lot?
Well, I should have held it today. It's worth thousands of dollars.
What'd you end up doing?
I needed the money. And I told Eddie to sell it. Find a buyer and sell it. I broke even with it. I didn't lose the money. And then I lost another down at Kerrville. I had a triangle piece of property down there. I wanted to buy it. Everybody talked me out of it. I wanted to buy it for $20,000. Everybody talked me out of it. God damn it, sold later for a year later for $100 and some odd thousand dollars. This is...
When did you buy this thing in Ruidosa?
Oh, I bought that a long time ago.
Okay.
I don't remember what year. In general headquarters.
Southwest Pacific area.
What is it, food?
Hey, there's your Leanna.
Yeah, that's Jean MacArthur. Let's see what she did. I do want to thank you for your very kind thought of remembering Arthur on Christmas. Remember, you and Mama, you and Joe
Yeah.
Lucille sent some presents over for him too, and delivered them. He is thoroughly enjoying the book and
Mother Goose.
Mother Goose, and we
Have read it?
have read it in session each evening at resupply, every supper.
At his
Oh.
supper hour.
Yeah, with renewed thanks to you and all, and best wishes for so-and-so, Jean MacArthur. That's Ms. MacArthur.
Christmas of 42.
See, you London Hotel stationery, see?
Mm-hmm.
This is Wolf.
Okay.
Something, whatever it is. Field,
Let's go. Come on, turn the page. That's nothing.
maybe air, postcards. Those probably came from home. Now this is what I had painted.
Well, that's right. That's the
There's my-
Lay staging area.
They stayed Dave's watering place. I had some guys paint that. They drew it and painted it. And there's one of the snakes, or Texas, I guess. Here he's putting the house together, putting stuff together, the way he puts it together. Natives. And this is,
Yeah.
somewhere up in there. More. Citation, leaving there in the citation.
Yep.
And I've got the ribbon here somewhere. Oh,
Here's the citation.
I think the Lead America is in, probably in the drawer somewhere. Yeah, this reminds me of part of the program or something they put on. There is a garden.
Here, I'm just looking at.
Here's the old, now there's the old ship that sunk. Lay airstrip's up here about a mile down. There's another Jap ship that beached up there. And that's where it is.
Yeah.
And that's their picture. Here's the ship at the end of the runway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Sticking
got
up
that
there.
one on movies too. That's in Lay, huh?
Yeah, some Lay right at the end of that ship at Lay. Sure as were the.
What's that? Where's that base? Is that Lay?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably Lay. Probably some of the pictures I took of here. Alice Springs, that goes up. Now we're getting back to Lay. This is Lay, and you get here. See,
Mm-hmm.
you see this big.
Yeah, see, now that's the
river-
way that movie looks like.
River comes out here. Markham River, that son of a bitch is a mile wide. I don't know where this is. That's Study Moore.
Okay.
But that's Markham River.
Yep. That's where that.
There. Yeah, we took this
Go
man.
back and read those.
Yeah, we did also. Mm-hmm.
These are just sort of.
Yeah, he said so.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Let me throw this up with all of the Alice Springs.
One day we'll put them on some better place, you know, some better deals about the way we're taking care of it. Is that one? That's one that we had here.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, the fighting around Lay, and that was pretty.
Glad you pushed the Japs out of.
Yeah, but that was pretty rough.
Oh, well, it was all rough. It was rough going all the way. When you're in the jungle and you can't see, this is the reason that we probably lost so many people in Buena Bay. You're walking the stuff about so high, and you think you can't see. Other guy can't see either, but he sees some leaves parting, and they shoot. So you have to know who you're with or who's where all the time. You get your eyes shut off. And that's the battle. We lost many soldiers. I think there's one tree, Buena Bay, that the Japanese shot 22 people out of one tree before they got him. They call it Eichelberger Cemetery. It's named Eichelberger Cemetery. 22 guys lost their life because they kept coming, and as fast as they're coming, they shoot them. They didn't spot them. They finally got him. But that's what's called Eichelberger Cemetery.
Yeah.
Because everybody blamed him. He was the generals up there. The other big fight was going across from the other side of New Guinea, coming across, fighting the Japanese across the mountains.
You
And
mean
that
coming
lasted-
across the middle?
Yeah, that lasted a time on end.
Yeah,
And,
a lot of Australians in that one, though.
Oh, it's a lot of Australians, yeah, we had Americans too. And the Australians are funny, you know. They shoot one down, then one start robbing him, grab him down. Another guy come up and get it. Say, go get your own rope. Go get your own bloke. Rob one, kill him, then rob him himself. They were notorious for this. They weren't bad at getting hit again right away. They were just taking what they could get off him. Souvenirs, and all the clothes. Stole them.
There's a hollow echo that I'm hearing.
Volume, the volume. You either have it on somewhere that has nothing to do with it, but it's almost on the touch. Where's your volume control?
I don't know.
Above the head, right over there?
What do you think is the, if you look back on this thing, what is the funniest incident out of the whole lot? Now, this lady story, that's got to
What
be
is the what?
funniest story out of the whole lot.
Well, that's probably as fun as any of them. We had a lot of fun things happen. We used to go out and shoot crocodiles in the LBT. Then we decided that we'd go out about 4 or 5 miles and found a bunch of crocodiles and start shooting them. And we decided how crazy that was. We weren't 4 or 5 miles. We were probably a mile and a half, 2 miles offshore.
And the crocodiles are that far out?
Oh, hell, there are crocodiles everywhere. They are big. I mean, they got them 15, 20 feet long, not little. They're just big. And I finally realized that let's bring some garbage out there and dump it and watch them fight for it. We're in the wrong place. We're going to be being out of here. We didn't go anymore. Probably never one should have gone in the first place, but this was funny. Dump a bunch of garbage off and see how quick crocodiles going up hitting it and fighting after it.
Just
Washing through the water.
glad you're not in that water.
Goddamn right. And the funny thing, well, most time we're shooting carbine, and the carbine wouldn't kill one anyway. You can see, you can hit one, know you hit him, but you didn't see him ever see one die or turn over. I would say we never killed a crocodile. So, lots of sharks, same thing. Not many crocodiles died. I'm talking about sharks out there, not crocodiles. Crocodiles run close. Sharks, what I'm talking about. In fact, when we were going into Java, and we were 4 or 5 miles before we got into the port, you can see sharks out there, big some guns. Look back there in schools, but they're everywhere. They got lots of them.
Okay.
They're a wicked looking thing, you know what? We had one in Leh that we couldn't build a pier very far out. Simple reason, it goes down like this. It's 80 or 100 feet deep, right on shore. So the only pier they could build there would be something that could be hooked into the bank. And it was just as long as you could get it, but wasn't too long. But anyway, it worked. It's better than nothing. And of course, a ship comes up there, can only get here. You got to have something from here to the land. Because even though the water here goes down this way, the ship stops and it hits this. But one of these things there, every day, you can go down there anytime you want to the day. You're like, that damn long shark is rubbing his belly against, you know, just like a slide against the part of the thing went down.
The pier?
Yeah. Yeah, he's up there in the same place all the time. He's swum off and back, swim back. But I figured that he was rubbing his belly or something, because he'd always sitting right there. And he would not run. You drop a rock or something down, he won't run. For certain reasons, once in a while, he's gone. And whatever it was, I don't know, but he'd back not very long, he'd be back again. And then we had those P-38s. That's the one with 2 motors.
Yep.
And there's room for the second man in the plane by a square box parachute. Swung around the back of your neck and behind you, and you couldn't sit up straight this way. You're hunched a little bit over like this behind the pilot. His head's right here. And so I went up there and taking pictures with my movie camera by doing this, holding the plane. We took off and where that ship was down here. I mentioned a while ago.
Yeah.
We take off down here, and as we get over the top, he rolled it over at the end down there. I was sitting there grinding all the time. But believe me, the pressure that's on you, you're almost unable to move. You're braced against something probably, and all you can do is turn your head or your arms over, and you're against something that holds you here. And not uncommon, just roll over and take it and take the batter on up again. Stayed right on up there. And we were dogfighting with another pilot in the same kind of plane. I say we were dogfighting, he was. And I was riding. And You know, the pilot is the pivotal part of the plane.
On the B-38?
Oh, yeah. All the planes, Joey. The pilot is the center.
Of everything, yeah.
And you go this way, that way, not bothered. But you get back here, and when you turn this way, you are like, oh, fun. If you think it won't make you puke, you're wrong. Because it'll push you right up the front and over there, and you can't do a thing about it. The pressure holds you there. But it is something that when he turns this way, suddenly, you are like dumping right out the front. And same way going this way, pulls you back the other way. You can't move. You can turn your arms and look around, but your pressure is holding you there.
Yeah.
I think if you weren't even buckled in.
Well, did you
couldn't
go for a
fall
ride
off.
in one of these things?
Oh, yeah, well, several times. He and I were friends. And
Was this up in New Guinea?
yeah, no, it lay. Where was it lay?
Well, that's New Guinea.
Yeah. And sometimes we finally managed, when I first went over to Lay, I took an ice cream freezer with me. Now, why or not, I had an ice cream freezer kind of turn. It's about a 2-gallon size. And everybody wondered what I was going to do with it. I said, make ice cream. Well, when we took Lay, we captured the ice house. They had an ice house there. It made 400 pounds of ice a day or thereabouts. Not much, but a little. And so the general said the ice has got to go to the hospitals. Nobody else have ice. So I found that the quartermaster had some canned condensed milk. I became friendly with the quartermaster. And little by little we found the ingredients to make ice cream, which we thought would work. We mixed it all up, put it in the ice cream freezer, take the container, outside container off, leave the outside open but tied flush. Pile would take it up about 15, 20,000 feet, freeze it. And then we bring it back down. And then those of us that was in the know, we would divide the ice cream between, we gave Big Lob's hospital. We ate a bowl, fish, and those like that. Ate a little. It was better, good. When you have man of the better, it's pretty good. And we dumped, I guess, 90% of it or more, we're giving the hospital, and let them do what they want to do with it. And we had no control over getting it out, but we, few of us, did have some ice cream. And we didn't use ice out of the ice house. But you know, when you get up there pretty high, you open things up a little bit, and first thing you know, it's cold inside. So it don't take as long as you think.
Yeah.
Heat up there 15, 20 minutes and back down again. And we laughed about that many times, about the, we didn't steal the ingredients. They were somehow became available.
What, there was, I know you're one that's always enjoyed a good game of chance.
A what?
A game of chance.
We played rat poker on the boat. You know what rat poker is?
No, what's rat poker?
Let's see if I can tell you how it goes. You deal, how many cards you deal? About 5 or 6 you play rat poker.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody puts in a buck. And what the idea is to get the best hands. You've got to go around one time. And after you can go around one time, you can knock. And then it goes back around to you again. If you get beat, this guy wins your money. If you lose, you pay everybody. I'm trying to think what kind of hands. You had to have a pairs or I've forgotten the details on it. And we played that from Hollandia going into Lady. Day after day. And it was about half a dozen of us. And I don't know. It was in, see, I got sick in Lady. I was sick quite a while.
Now, were you
I
sick
got
over
away
there
with it.
before you? When did you come down with the yellow jaundice?
Well, I'd come down in Lady, but nobody knew I had it. I wanted some fresh eggs. We had no fresh eggs, period, nothing fresh. And so I told a sergeant or somebody to go out and find somebody's got some chicken to get me 2 eggs, 2 fresh eggs. Bring them back. I got them. So I took them to the cook. I've been just vomiting like hell. Took them to the cook and told him, give me some bacon, some toast, or some kind of toast.